How's it going, guys, and welcome back for a new video. I'll be doing this video here on another server since one shot is down. Now, when that is taken care of, let's go ahead and come straight into it. This right here is the 220 Efficiency Fusion for Pseudo Nuke. Now, there has been some major changes to this cannon here because we are now reaching a wire level that is too great for the cannon to actually have sand and actually make enough holes. So, to get 220 sand out of this right here, we had to extend it. As you can see right here, it's now extended to the size of the cannon as well, so now it's kind of like a box. As you can see, everything fits perfectly right here. But when we do that, and I'm pretty sure you've followed all my videos of the Pseudo Nuke, of course you have, you're that friendly, you would know that when you increase the sand comp, you're also gonna decrease the amount of holes. So not really decrease, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna make a greater distance in between the holes, which is going in the end make sure that you won't be able to actually make that many holes. So what I had to do is that I had to split up these two sand comps. Now this might look a little bit AIDS, or it might sound a little bit AIDS, but don't worry. So it now has two torches right here. Each of them goes off at different times, and we can talk about the times and stuff that later. But it goes off at two different times, as well as the Pseudo is going off at two different times. Now that opens up an entire new way of doing the Pseudo. I already told you this in a later video that if you wanted more holes, you can split up the two sand comps. And yes, that's just pretty much what I did right here. Is that I split up the two parts right here, so they work differently. So this one here falls, and then at a time after this sand comp here falls, and this one ticks, and then a time after this one ticks. So now we should be able to get a few more holes, or not really a few, a lot more, because now it's taking each, if I'm correct, it's going to take it each 13 or something like that. Let me go ahead and quickly mark this out. Alright, so it's going to take it every 13. So as you can see right now, it's a lot better. So let me go ahead and quickly show you guys what I mean. Let me quickly go ahead and do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this here gravel, and we're going to set this here wet sand. Oh god, I don't remember it. Is that? No, it's not. Alright, so it's 12-1. Alright, I almost had it. So now we can set this here gravel as well. There you go, and then we can set this one right here wet sand. So now what I want to show you right now is exactly how the holes are made. I'm going to show you guys how many holes there is in a second. But for now, let's go ahead and quickly put it like that. So now, when this one here is gravel, we can make this one here wet sand, because now you're gonna see something else than actually every whatever. Let me see how long it is. Now you won't be able to see it over 26 holes. Sorry about that. That was unexpected. Now you won't be able to see it every 26 holes. Now you'll be able to see it every 13 hole, which is awesome. So now let's go ahead and quickly finish this off here. So, shit. Not really sure what happened there. I accidentally pressed the wrong button or something like that. Alright, we got this, boys. Don't worry. So set this one there. We need to go further up. We'll go a little higher up just to make sure that we get this correct the first time, so I don't have to do it all the way again. So now, okay, perfect. So now that I have this right here, it will show us every single line of sand comp. So now, whenever we start doing, start firing this right here without the Pseudo Nuke on, we should be able to see where every single line of this is. So you would see, as soon as we start firing here, you would see that these lines right here is at every, oh, there we go. And it's going to be at every single line instead of every single two lines. So if you saw my other Pseudos, you would see now that it's a whole lot different, because now we have this right here, which is going to take it every line instead of every second line. Okay, so that's looked like we unloaded the sand comp and it didn't work. And then it just turned normal, and that's really AIDS, but that's how... Oh, okay, you see a little bit. Okay, great. So, you see a little bit, but this right here, the wet sand turned to normal, which is a bad idea. But as you can see, there's a hole right here. There's also a hole right here in the middle. So this is where the Pseudo goes. Now, coming into how many holes it is, let's go ahead and count it up real quick right here. So I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. That's probably better. So we have one at the bottom, which is essentially the slab post, if you want to count that one. or not, we can take -1 whenever we're done with this. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Alright, so 18 holes if you count this lap burst, or 17 if you don't. So 17 holes with a 220, it's pretty good. Also, it shoots pretty far. I'm pretty sure it shoots... oh man, I haven't even tested it. I stopped at 22 chunks, because that's kind of where the auto were kind of aimed at. But for this sake right here, let's go ahead and fire it a few times, why not? So the cannon right here uses game ticks to be able to do this, and it might be a little bit too difficult for you guys to understand. That's why I'm not even going to talk about it in this video here. I'm going to make a separate video about it if you guys wanted to, and we can take it from there, because it is a video for its own, or not even one. It's going to be multiple videos to try to explain it the best way. But that's one of the harder stuff to do with cannons. That's not something we should go into right now, especially right now with the Pseudo. Is already a bit confusing, of course, so let's not go straight into it. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and watch these magic holes right here. Actually, let me take my shaders off. It's probably better visible if I take my shaders off, because shaders makes this weird light, which is going to make it not cool. Alright, so now you'll be able to see it. As you can see, it's all the way down. One thing I do want to do before this one. There we go. Alright, so as you can see, there's holes all the way down throughout the entire wall. And we have the platform at Y220. So because we are making this sand comp fall at different timings using game takes and using redstone pistons and whatever, you will be able to get it every single 13 hole, which is going to make this. Now, for a quick notice, if you guys are thinking, let's make a 60 stacker and just fucking make a million holes. No. Because if you see the distance right here, we might be able to squeeze in another 2 or 3 holes, but that's pretty much it. Then we will have to go down in TNT as well, because it is creating too much TNT right now. Oh shit, forgot the sound, I was talking too much. So you cannot just keep making holes, because at some point the holes are either going to connect, or there's going to be so many it's going to connect no matter what. So don't think that you'll be able to get a million holes, because that won't really be possible, but you'll for sure be able to reduce the amount of bigger holes there is, and then just go with like 1 TNT each, and you might be able to get something really cool out of it. But it wouldn't really be a bitch to patch either. But this right here is 17 holes, which should be more than enough to fuck somebody really, really bad up. If you're really mad at them, then this right here is going to take a while. This right there is the scatter that's connecting them. What you can do is take the scatter off, and it's not going to connect it anymore. It's just sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. You don't need to worry about it. The scatter is on right now, so they should actually connect. But if they're too close to each other, they might connect. Who knows? Maybe. I don't want to see it. Shit. I made it. Okay, so now we're still firing. As you can see, there's holes everywhere down below. It's going to be a bitch to clean up. I'm pretty sure that one took 2 shots. This one wall right here. So this is going to be a very bitch to fucking patch all this up. I wouldn't be the guy that's going to patch that up, that's for sure. So if you're interested in how you get more holes, I know a lot of you guys have showed me over Pseudo nukes, and look what I did. I'm a cool guy. You know, I would love to see you guys work. Really love to see how people are building their cannons and stuff like that. But if you're interested in learning how to make each comp separate, I would love to show you guys as well, but it has to be in a separate video, as I said, because we have to go into some more detailed things. I'm gonna have to think about how I'm going to explain this for you. I know that I won't be able to just do a normal Minecraft video. I'll have to go into paint and paint some things, and I don't know. I'll figure something out to try to see if I can explain it the best way. But for now, what you not need to work with is this 220, and you can just go ahead and you can play with it, and you can see what you can make it do. And at the end, we will be able to talk a little bit more about this, because It's very cool, and you can use this for many different things. Game ticks can be used for lots of things, so it's just an easier way to do it. You could just do the testing. If you just tested all this right here, you didn't need game ticks. But what we're going to do is going to be going a little bit more into it. I know that one was not stacked all the way up, so that's why it didn't really work 100%. There we go. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this right here is the end of this 220. Of course, I'm gonna make a 240. I'm gonna make a 255 as well. I'm gonna try to do my best to keep it as many holes as this. But of course, we might need to increase the sand comb a little bit more, and in that situation, we will have to get a greater distance in between the holes, which of course sucks. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll end up actually having more holes. We'll see. But this right here is what it's going to look like now, because again, I don't really want to change something I already released. I don't want to change how we did the Pseudo. It's just that I can't get to 220 sand into this sand comb right here, still keep it at 220 and still have 8 holes or whatever. I can't do that. So what I needed to do is just simply using this right here. Hopefully it doesn't mean a big thing for you guys. If you are here to learn by the cannons, not only use them, we will make a video if you guys comment. I'll make a video and we will figure out how we're gonna do all these things right here, and then hopefully you guys will know at the end of the video. Well, hopefully. Alright, so I did not expect it to take this long to get far, but this one here goes around 20-30 chunks, around that. I did mess a little bit with it, and what I did was that I took actually let me see. Let me shoot it one more time here. Alright, so what I did is that I moved the TNT right here, because the front velocity of a TNT is better than the top one. I'll explain that a little bit better when we find out this spot. Okay, so here's a piece of TNT. Let's have a sign. Let's call this one front. Let's call this one here top. Let's call this one here back. Alright, and then this right here is, I guess you can call it side, but it's also front. It depends how you want to, where you're going to have your sand. Like if you're going to have your sand right there, then this one is front. If you're going to have it there, well, this one is front. So let's just keep it actually like that. Okay, so the top velocity of a TNT, which is this one right here, meaning if you had a sand, how are we going to show this? Let me put string. So if we had a piece of sand, shit, how am I gonna do it? I don't know. Help. What? Okay. Well, that's a little bit weird. All right. So okay. So let's say you have a piece of sand right there, but one more in. I can. There you go. Okay. So piece of sand right there, right? Okay, so this right here has a great top velocity, this sand right here, because as you can see, it goes a lot up before it goes more further down. Now, if you change this right here, and let's say that you wanted the TNT to be right here, well, you can say that the velocity of it, the front velocity is a lot better. It's more visible than the top one now. So the front velocity is always better than the top. You can shoot extremely far if you use the front velocity. I have a guider cannon, you know, the one with the guider where you have to change guider and fill and stuff like that, that shoots 60 chunks. So 60 chunks by not even having an efficiency fusion is extremely far for this right here. Now, this is not something I normally do on my cannons I release, having this kind of velocity on the TNT and stuff like that. Normally, I'll just build it and then make enough power to shoot 20 chunks. This one here has a little bit different because I needed to push a little bit further chunks out of it before doing anything else. But you could get a lot more range out of this, especially if you took your sand comb first before anything else. But that's a little bit difficult due to the Pseudo Nuke. So this right here is pretty much the 220 Pseudo Nuke, and it's also efficiency fusion, or it was. Well, now it is still a little bit. Everything else is still going right here, so it's not really that bad. But I did experience if I moved it one in. What's that? Yeah, I did experience if I moved the one in like that, it did give a little better result. I'm not really sure about that. I'm pretty sure we'll figure something out. But other than that, guys, I think that'll be pretty much it for this video here. Don't worry about what I'm doing right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video here. If you do, remember to like this video here. Comment down below if you have any suggestions, questions, and especially if you have any questions or if you want me to do a video on game tics, definitely make me sure down in the comments, because it is going to take a lot of time to practice and to try to see if I can find the right way to fucking learn you guys. So it's going to take a while before the video is out, but if you guys want it, I will definitely do it. But anyways, guys, if you have any questions about the Pseudo Nuke in the entire, make sure you check out my other videos. I explain a lot more what Pseudo Nuke is. And as always, guys, remember to subscribe to my channel. My name is Dexter, and I'm out.